Why, hello, Internet. I believe we're alone now. Except for the fact that it's an internet and we're never truly alone, aren't we? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Warrior All-Stars with My Ugly Mug. How's it been going, everybody? Last time, I really didn't accomplish much because I dicked around with side quests that don't really matter due to the fact that doing the personal requests just get you better warrior cards. And since I'm playing New Game Plus, I've probably already got some of the best warrior cards I'm going to get. Also, shout out to Hello Valentine, how are you? Alright, let's just jump right in, and I'm assuming we're getting this guy with the red hair. Okie dokie. Rio. Yeah, we're gonna stick with Ryu. Was I working on someone else? I mean, I guess Fancy Feet is closer to ranking up with Ryu, but I like this. Okay, I don't really like William too much, but you know, if I can just get him and Rio to companion rank 5, I can just put William back on the bench and move on with my life. Anyway, shall we? How have you been, Valentine? Oh, I'm actually really glad you're able to join today, because I know that, well, you are able to appreciate the fine art of the fantastic furry. Okay. You want my help? I shall provide it, yeah. Okay. Ryu's Japanese. Why did I give him the offensive German accent? I don't know. I have not seen so my ability to make good decisions is even lower than usual. Oh, hold on. Sorry about it. Let's see. Sorry about that. Finally could switch to my laptop. Alright, yesterday at work sucked. I am really sorry to hear that. Yeah, yesterday was really shitty for me too. Partially because of work, partially because Abby's car for absolutely no reason. Oh, hold on. My voice is low on the game. Let me fix that. Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure how audio-wise things would sound, since last game we streamed was... sorry, 1 second. Just switching controllers real quick. Was Monster Camp, which, well, I imagine required, it required different levels of audio. And I am completely unprofessional. I'm not 100% sure how to fix that in between streams. How do I sound now? But yeah, yesterday was not great for me either, because Abby's car died randomly. And, let's see, much better on the audio now. Good. And our mechanic is not going to be able to even look at her car until Tuesday or Wednesday, which means we're in trouble, because we both need our cars for work and school. And based on what it's doing, it's probably going to cost a fortune to fix, so... let's see, damn it, I missed Monster Camp. Oh well. Yeah, so again, it's something I mentioned in the stream, but I didn't make an announcement that we were doing Monster Camp due to the fact that we had to reschedule the stream multiple times due to work conflicts. So I didn't feel like I could announce it ahead of time like I did the Delta Room streams, due to the simple fact that I didn't want to have to keep apologizing and say, JK, we're not streaming. So when we were actually able to stream this last Tuesday, it almost didn't happen. So again, that truly is something I am really sorry about, not being able to announce that ahead of time, but, well, I just said it. Yeah. It's been... yeah. My life's been a hair bit frustrating in terms of when I have time to do shit, you know? But yeah, the Monster Camp stream, that was pretty funny. It was actually a lot of fun because Flaze and I ended up going for the same person, and ooh, Flaze was just short on charm by 1, so Flaze is the only one who didn't get to, watch the meteor shower with their special someone. But it was a lot of fun to get back to just the monster universe. because they're good characters. And it's just so surreally stupid that, you know, I just can't help it. It's relaxing to play. Sorry about your car. Here's hoping repairs reasonably priced for something more minor. Yeah, I'm hoping, like, as of right now, based on my, you know, Googling causes of whatever, this repair is going to cost us less, could cost us less than 500, or it could be in the thousands, depending, wrong button, depending on what's wrong with the car. And I'm praying to God it's not the engine that's the problem. So, yeah. Oh, was that it? Oh, really? That was it? That was deceptively simple. Like, that level felt really short. Yay, we're now acquaintances. I don't know many people who will even acknowledge that they know me, so this is a big deal. Like, defeated my enemies, the only thing matters is that the next battle, however. You're as impressive as ever. I will also apply myself further. Wait, did I pick the wrong level? Was there, like, another level, like, on top of that? Because... oh my god, there was! There were two levels right next to each other, so I thought we were doing this level.
Master Mitsunari has been surrounded, so the enemy got him first. This is unexpected. We have to save Matsumitsurai at once.
I'm just going to apologize. I'm probably going to mix up some of the voices because I didn't stream this game last week due to time constraints, so I'm probably going to mix up which person had which deep voice. It's not like that my voice are that distinct anyway. Have we met you before? I don't remember you. It's surprising to see Master Mitsuri here. If we explain the honor and our deeds, I'm sure he'll join us. I don't know why I went with that voice, but that's the reality that we exist in, and I have to live with that. I think you might be overpowered from all the side questing. Well, I'm overpowered due to the new game. And again, this is a new game plus. Yeah. Again, it's one of those, it's like, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but at the same time, I'm more here just to kind of show off the game and show off the story itself, you know? I think most people, if they've seen a Warriors game or even just played one, they kind of have an idea of what the difficulty's like. So, and even then, I would say this is probably one of the, even in spite of the new game plus, this is one of the more easy ones, I guess. Let's see, Yukimaru looks like a dude bro samurai. I expect him to ask me past a beer. Hey bro, man! Yeah, no, I could agree with that. But at the same time, I think that's another reason why I do rather like this Warriors game, is because I never find it frustrating. Because Hyrule Warriors, I would not say is in and of itself a challenging game, but especially back on the original Wii version of the game, there was just occasionally just those one levels that no matter how hard I tried, I could never beat. So I can always appreciate to an extent just no, we're just here to have fun. We're not going to challenge you super hard, and we're not going to have ridiculous difficulty spikes. Because, oh boy, I think the first Fire Emblem Warriors was worse with random difficulty spikes, because I don't think I ever unlocked Lynn's ultimate weapon, because that level was fucking bullshit. But, yeah. Wrong button. Let's see. The Beast Warrior games are never... the best Warrior games are never Dynasty Warrior games. You know what? I know I've only played one Dynasty Warrior game, and I haven't played Samurai Warrior, which is any Samurai Warrior games, which is the other main Warriors game, or the Warriors franchise made by this company. But yeah, I have to agree. I mean, heck, I've actually heard there's like a Gundam Warriors game that's supposed to be pretty good, but as I'm not, I wouldn't call I have never seen any Gundam anything. It's never something I played, and I don't remember when the last Gundam Warrior game was made, so that game could be pretty old at this point. Don't know. Ooh, he fights with a fan. This design I don't think is very good, but I enjoy characters who use fans in combat. It's very aesthetically pleasing. Okay, it's a boomerang fan, and I'm not going to question why the fan just doesn't collapse in on itself, but okay. Actually, heck. Again, I don't know if it was made by the same company or not. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. But there's another game called Berserk Band of the Hawk that it's basically this gameplay, but with the Berserk characters. If it wasn't for the fact that the game kept crashing on me after I reached a certain point, so I was never able to beat it, that's another fine example of a Warrior-style game that's not Dynasty Warriors. It was actually pretty fun. Mitsuri be looking fabulous. I love his design. Please go slay, good sir. Yes. We shall kill people with our awesomeness. Oh, what was it? Riff Tracks. If you ever watched Riff Tracks for the movie Aragon, when they get to the rebels, their outfits are very... Hell, I can't say they're over-designed because they're clear. They kind of look like they have a Persian design, but because they're a bunch of white people wearing, you know, clothing from... Anyway, they end up making jokes about how the rebels are all just a bunch of super fabulous people. So when they get into the base, they pull their spears up. They hold their spears up, and the Rift Track guys are halt and be fabulous. It's like, oh no, we're under attack. We need to prepare for battle. We almost look absolutely fabulous. More sequins, more leather. Leave no man unfabulous. It's like, yeah, it could be viewed as a bit, you know, maybe homophobic because it's leaning into the stereotype of, you know, fabulous men. But it's, I don't know. I thought it was genuinely funny and... Yeah, okay, now I'm feeling bad. To my defense, this came out in the late 2000s. Back when I was in high school before I knew any better. Okay, I just feel bad now. I think it's also definitely had to do with just the way they delivered the line was really damn funny. So, you gonna do anything, buddy? Buddy? Friend? Mi amigo? Mitsuru is literally designed like a kabuki theater performer, and like most theaters had men play the roles of women, so it's hard to get mad. You know, that's fair. That is fair. You know, I find it funny, like, all these things that are considered, oh, men do this, or, you know, manly men don't do that, but it's like, historically, it's like, you know that men used to do this sort of thing all the time, and it wasn't weird, or this used... So, like, I don't know if this is true, but it's something I heard that I do find interesting, if it's real. But something that I heard was that beer, for example, you know, one of the go-to drinks for, you know, dude bros who are insecure about their sexuality. It's like, this is the drink you drink, or whatever. But I heard that beer was actually originally created to be a... Oh, wait, are we friends? I guess we're friends. But beer was created to be a less strong alcoholic beverage for women and children to drink. Because children and women were struggling to handle the harder alcohol that the warrior men were drinking. Like I said, I don't know if that's true, but I kind of hope it is, because it's really funny to me. You know, I know I've mentioned this a few times, but I definitely think, besides maybe Fire Emblem Warriors, I don't know, I actually think, but I think this one might be better, but I do think this Warrior game has the best level designs. Because, well, I think Hyrule Warriors has the most distinct level designs. Like, I could easily play any of the levels in Hyrule Warriors and know exactly where I am, know basically where everything is, and, you know, explore it pretty easily. But these ones have the prettiest level designs, even if I don't always remember their layouts. Because, yeah, that was an issue I had with the one Dynasty Warrior games I played, is all the levels looked very samey to me, and that was also true with both Fire Emblem Warriors I've played. Like, I think the first Fire Emblem Warriors, well, the first Fire Emblem Warriors was at the very least easy to navigate because of how plain the level designs were, but I digress. And then the second Fire Emblem Warrior games, because it's like 3 or 4 armies fighting each other, they really wanted to give off the impression that this was a big fight. So the maps were just a little too big to properly understand what you were reading, you know? I mean, if any of you tuned into our, oh hey, Oka, okay, I don't like, okay, I love that, you know, she's a woman with a giant Sephiroth sword. I don't see that often with female characters. I missed, like, I completely missed. But, how do I put this? Well, I'm not the biggest fan of her game, per se. I actually did rather like the series she's from. I think it's pronounced Tokiden. She's from the first Tokiden game, and not a huge fan of that one. But Tokiden 2 was actually pretty fun. Heck, I actually have been thinking I'm going to take Edgelord through Tokiden 2. Let's see. Looked it up. It was created in ancient Egypt as an offering to the gods, but in ancient Greece, it was changed and used mostly to keep disease away due to the tainted water. Okay, so what I said is completely false, and hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate you looking that up for me. Sorry, I lost my train of thought of what I was going to say, but either way, I appreciate it.
Master Mitsunari, glad you're safe. I hear there are many monsters around here. Take care on your way home. Farewell. Hold on, Shiki. Didn't you come here to try and recruit me? We desire your strength, Master Mitsuri, of course, but a promise is a promise. I don't want to force you into anything you don't want to.
I see how honorable. I didn't know I would find someone like you here. However, I want you to show me your honor through your actions, not your words. I don't mind going with you and seeing what happens. Let's see, whenever we talk about random facts and things we want to know, I always Google it because I'm curious, and ADHD won't let it go. Yeah, I get that. I mean, it's one of those things that usually with these things, I'm like, they're things that I mean to look up, but I forget to look them up. And then when I remember them, I'm in the middle of a live stream, and I'm usually like, I don't want to pause the live stream just to Google this random fact, you know?
Thank you. You have my gratitude, Master Mitsunari.
Don't look at me like that, please. I am out of my depth a little here. To be honest, I also need you to tell me how to get home.
Of course, as soon as the chance comes to an end, as soon as this chaos comes to an end, I swear I'll send you home.
Ugh, joining with you again, even in this world? Man, must be some kind of sign, Mitsunari. Let's bring peace to the world, man. Why didn't he just say he wants to join us? I admit he has some skills, but he could have at least been more polite. It's hard to tell from the way he speaks and acts, but I think he's a good person. Strong, too, which will make him a good ally. Let's see, Mitsuru, are you hitting on Shiki? Because sure looks like it. I'd ship it.
A chance to meet Mitsunari Yoshida. Everything in this world is so interesting. No, I'm not 100% sure why we specifically got a blurb, but whatever.
Oh my gosh, guys, you see, I'm now friends with William. Oh my gosh, I've never had a friend before.
Mitsunari. I'm sure I've said...
It seemed Tamaki
Wow. I know how to say it. Why was that so hard?
wants to talk to me. She is close to one of these shrines. Master Mitsunari, would you please come with me? As well as taking the shrines, I want to crush Tamaki completely. So completely that she'll never get a silly idea of talking to me again. Like,
Wait, what? This is your sister we're talking. I get that you're trying to protect your little sister, but that was a very strange and I'm gonna say somewhat uncomfortable way of phrasing that. Just saying. Fuck, I was just talking as you. Very well, I will join you. Mask of Indifference has been unlocked. There is no end to this battle in sight. Having heroes on the enemy side makes things a lot more difficult.
you're right. You're right. Our enemies are very skilled, worthy of the name heroes. What the differences would make if they were friends and not foes?
Ah, that sounds like a good idea.
Well, what do you mean?
How about we quietly make contact with the enemy heroes and bring them to our side? This will both bolster our forces and reduce the strength of the enemy. The fighting in this world won't last beyond that.
I see a fine plan. Talk of your intellect was not exaggerated, yes, but the guy voicing us is a fucking moron who can't read for shit.
Join me, then. If we combine our strengths, no enemy strategy or stratagem can stand in our way. Okay. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe doing these quests can potentially open up new story mode quests, which, again, I'm just not doing the training because I don't need to. I know how to play this game. Because I know eventually you can unlock different, like the true ending, depending on which story mode quest you choose to do. So let's see. I need to. Okay, let's do this one. So I can unlock the map closer to where I need to go. All right, we're just gonna go with these guys. We're just gonna stick with the A team. And by A team, I mean the team that was chosen by this asshole. And the base keeps running, and running. What, for 5 minutes? You want me to spend time protecting these people for 5 minutes? I don't have that kind of time in my day. Well, yes I do, but fuck off. Alright. How dare you bring up the Black Eyed Peas? Now I'm gonna have to let's get it started in my head all day. Okay, I guess I am sorry. Man, the Black Eyed Peas are definitely one of those bands that it's like, this is like the sign of when I was a kid. Because they were such a... I mean, it's not like they were one-hit wonders or whatnot, but much like bands like Smash Mouth, it was like they were super popular and then they just vanished into the ether. I'll need to listen to more Ghost Town after this. Good? Is that just to kind of balance out, you know, the assault on the ears or whatever? Oh, hooray! A random ally has arrived. Now we're saved, right? Even though more likely than not, they'll just stand around. Wait, that's okay. They'll just stand around looking pretty full, maybe taking a few steps to the right or left. If we're lucky, they'll throw out an attack, but let's be honest, there's probably not going to be anyone who dies. Okay, I killed all the things. I killed all the things that live above Snake's head. Have we won? The fact that we're still fighting tells me no. Let's see. I recently got fixation on excuse me. On the listening to the song "You're So Creepy" by Ghost Town. Not sure how long it's gonna last. It's been 3 days. Oh, I get the whole getting fixated on the one song. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why, but sneezing there really just gave me the sniffles really bad. What do you mean it failed? If by failed you mean I didn't sit around and wait for it to happen and I took the fight to the enemy, then fine. Yes, I failed. But that's like failing uphill. It's like, even when I get it wrong, I'm still always right. You know, knowing that this character that I'm currently playing as is from the Samurai Warriors series, I kind of definitely do understand the jabs at her armor, because I'm like, okay, you're in a time period with samurai who have historically had some of the best metal armor ever constructed, as well as, well, maybe not some of the best weapons, but damn impressive medieval weapons, and you're punching and kicking and wearing armor that doesn't cover jack shit. Yeah, I shouldn't say jack shit, but it definitely doesn't cover enough to really be truly, you know, to be true protection. Okay, now we won. Woo! Pushing on through until the battle's won. Okay. Let's go. The enemies are camped here. We need to quietly sneak in and make contact with the hero.
Very well, we're going to try to convince the hero straight on.
Yes, we don't want to cause any trouble before that happens. Proceed quietly so we aren't seen. Let's go. It's time to end this fighting in this world ourselves. And they sneak in and then they all get captured, which is why we have to go in and save their asses. I'm confused. How is it my friendship with William increased so much faster than Ayana? I've had them for the exact same amount of time. And in universe, Ryu and Ayana are closer, so let's see, the joke about her armor doesn't work if you're literally giving her shit armor. That's obviously fan service. No fucking kidding. Like, it's that whole mentality of it doesn't make it okay if you do something stupid, if you acknowledge you do something stupid, you know? It just means you were self-aware enough to know you were doing something stupid. And you did it anyway. Because at least with something like Tales of Tales of Berseria, the main character wearing very little clothing actually ties into her character and her arc, and like it's relevant to the story being told. It's not just some random dumb thing to be like, oh, we included fan service, now let's acknowledge fan service is bad, but haha, it's okay because we're in on the joke. What do you mean failed? I just kicked his ass. But like, again, in Tales of Berseria Velvet, she kind of lost the ability to feel hot or cold or anything like that, so she's like, I'm not going to waste time on, you know, frivolous things like, you know, pretty clothing and whatnot. It's like, I'm wearing this destroyed outfit because it's a reminder of what I lost. Is it justification for fan service? Yes, but at least there's like an in-universe reason for it. So when people call attention to it, there's, again, an in-universe reason for it. It's not just the producers, you know, being tongue-in-cheek of, haha, I know what I did is dumb, but who cares? Or do something like, I mean, because like there's plenty of things with fan service in that just doesn't acknowledge it. It's just like, well, this is a thing that exists in this world, so just go with it. And for the most part, you know, I usually can. My ask with fan services is that, okay, if you're gonna have a woman who dresses skimpily or scantly, make sure you have just as many women who don't. And throw a couple men in there that don't wear a lot of clothing either. Just make it even. Just have representation all around for that, you know? Because that's what I'm about. I'm not against fan service. I'm not against sexy characters, but when it's only women that are dressing scantily and all of them are dressed scantily, then I'm like, okay, I can't defend that. Plus, maybe there's some guys out there who want, you know, sexy characters they can cosplay as, you know? Hey, we do not take kindly to gatekeepers on this channel. Everyone should be allowed to enjoy whatever they want, and none of your defeatist attitude saying that someone is not a true fan of... If someone's not a true fan of high kung fu ninja action films from France is going to be allowed here. Because anyone who likes high action kung fu action films from France are allowed on this channel. You don't have to be that niche minority of the... Yeah, okay, I don't know where I don't know why that's what I came up with specifically. Because again, you know, talking about, you know, outfits that are technically fan service. I mean, let's take Ayana's design here. Yeah, it's fan servicey, but I could see a certain amount of practicality in terms of like stealthy ninjaing, you know? Plus, it's not like, you know, Rio or the other characters from her universe are calling out her attire. When it comes to the topic of fan service, I honestly prefer the One Piece approach of making more men dress scantily than women, and those men are seen as the biggest badasses. That sounds like a good mentality. That's actually one thing. As much as I didn't really like Tales of Zestiria, like it's easily one of my least favorite Tales games. The fan service character in that game was a guy. Like, none of the women dressed all that scantily, at least in their default attire. But there was a dude, unless you put him in a second costume, whole game, he never wore a shirt. And yeah, he was basically just a badass. And he was fleshed out very well in Berseria, because we finally got his backstory. Although he wasn't playable in Berseria. Coming. Actually, so I've never watched One Piece or really consumed any One Piece media. My first exposure to One Piece was actually an advertisement for one of their video games in a Nintendo Power. And I just remember at the time, the picture that they used to promote it, oh, the female character. And this was back when I was still very much in my sheltered Christian phase. I mean, I'd argue I didn't fully get out of the sheltered Christian mindset until college, but let's not talk about how long I lived with my head up my ass. But I saw the two female characters on the back, and it's like, so much skin, such low-cut outfits. This is scandalous. I want absolutely nothing to do with whatever this franchise is. And honestly, by the time I really got to know what One Piece was, it really was just like, it had been going on for so long. I'm like, I don't want to commit the time that would be needed to get caught up on this franchise. Albeit the fact that it's been going strong for so long is something that should be admired, so more power to it. I'm not knocking it. Let's see, I'm surprised there's not more scantily clad men in anime games and such, given how often big muscle men with no shirts seen as ultimate muscular men and by weird insecure men. I know. I'm surprised too. I know that it's probably due to the simple fact that in Japan, and I'm sure this is changing, but for a while, I know it was often considered that anime was just viewed as like stuff for children, like adults shouldn't be consuming this sort of thing. And it's just the whole mentality of, oh, it's the easiest thing to sell is sex. So we're just gonna have a bunch of, you know, scantily clad women because that's the easier thing to sell to young, teenage and preteen boys. Again, that's just a guess. I could be completely wrong about that. Because, that's something else I find funny, is so many, insecure dudes with toxic masculinity go on and on about how, ew, why do you dance? That's gay. I'm like, oh, why do you like this one movie that's gay? I'm like, okay, but you're the one who loves the movie 300. That's nothing but a bunch of nearly naked, sweaty, muscular dudes. It's like, you're seeing more homoerotic imagery than I am, or, oh, you wrestle? Okay, you're grabbing other guys' butts. How is that less gay than, me doing the tango with, a hot woman? I'm just saying, it's some ass backwards mentality, in my opinion. Anyway, looks like I made it through. Glad to see you're safe too. The same goes for me. I wouldn't have made it without you, my thanks.
Ishida, I have to say, if you were just a little more honest and open like this, I think you could have been a wonderful leader.
What do you mean? I'm always open and honest. What's the silence for?
Nothing. I guess it's difficult to know yourself, that's all.
It's unlike you to beat around the bush. You can speak plainly, I don't mind. I love how these guys are talking about like their old bosom buddies, but they're from completely separate franchises. So I feel like the character development went from like a 0 to a 7 rather quickly. Not that I mind. I mean, the benefits of crossovers is seeing characters interact, but still.
No, I just realized something we're actually quite alike. Yay. Sweet. Okay. Okay. That's squared away. It doesn't... Oh. We got something here. Oh. Yeah, sure. Oh, yep. Let's do the thing. I couldn't have asked for a better companion to fight alongside. Let's see, One Piece does have movies that summarize a lot of the arcs. Okay, so people can catch up faster. I can never tell anyone to invest because it's a show, a don't tell series, and fans tend to never pay attention. That's true. I couldn't have asked for... I will use every technique of the Mugen Tenshi clan at my disposal to assist you. Oh, thanks, I appreciate. Never leaves place, lady, heroics. This makes... Okay. Actually, I take it back. I have technically consumed one form of One Piece media, but it's not official. It was the Nun Piece abridged series made by Purple Eyes WTF. I rather liked that abridged series. And, well, honestly, I just miss abridged series in general, because the only ones that I watch that are still ongoing, and when I say ongoing, I mean we maybe get a new episode each year, is Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged and Sword Art Online Abridged. And don't get me wrong, I think Sword Art Online Abridged is some of the cleverest comedy I have seen in a long time. But I missed, you know, having all these different abridged series, you know, getting new updates every week. Plus, I just really miss hearing Purple Eyes' voice, because Purple Eyes was such a funny voice actor. Let's see. Well, despite the big fights and shit, One Piece is an adventure fantasy more than a shonen. So much so that the creator literally gave Luffy Bugs Bunny cartoon god powers to tell the shonen bros. Oh, yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Again, that is kind of funny to think that, you know, it's a adventure series first and not a shonen anime, since, you know, I think One Piece is published in Shonen Jump. I say that just because, you know, Luffy is in the Jump Force video game, which I believe the whole thing about that is that, oh, actually, speaking of, I need to check something real quick. I think the entire point of Shonen, the Jump Force, is it was meant to be a crossover from all the biggest Shonen Jump characters. Okay, yeah, it does look like the next game definitively that Edgelord's going to go through is going to be Soul Calibur 6 and not Jump Force. Which is fine. Jump Force is not an amazing game by any stretch of the imagination. It's just I wanted to take Edgelord through it because I really like the idea. It's really funny to me to think that Edgelord could go Super Saiyan, use Naruto Sage Mode, and get a, you know, Shinigami, Zanpakuto, and use them all at the same time. Because, you know, what's it called? Because, you know, Edgelord wasn't already too much of a Gary Stew as it was. Alright, onward. Mask of Indifference. There's no need to listen to anything Takami has to say. Just crush her completely. You've got issues, man. Are you sure about this? She seems to have a lot of respect for you.
We were close. Tamaki would rely on me so much, and I was a kind older brother. I must seem like a completely different person to her now. However, I have to seal myself off from her. I can't allow any hint of emotion, of hope to show. I simply need to eradicate any desire she has to take the throne.
And being a cold, callous douche canoe will accomplish this?
all for the sake of your sister. You've certainly chosen a difficult path. You've chosen a dumb one, in my humble opinion. I mean, I'm not saying that sitting down with your little sister is going to convince her to let you take the throne because she's going to want to save your life, but just pulling a complete 180 and being the biggest cocksucker that ever cocked a cock, I don't understand you.
I know what I was getting myself into. Now let's go. Tamaki's waiting.
Alright, how are we, William? Well, not great, but... Begin battle. Let's see, okay, we're right here. Oh, we're just starting right here, okay. I mean... Ow. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Where'd she go? Where'd she... William, hit faster. Wait, she's behind me. There she is. There's a lot of big flashy fights and muscular men with shirts off attacking each other in one piece, so the shonen bros don't think about why they fight or what happens before the fight. I mean, yes, siblings shouldn't fight like this, but shouldn't and reality don't always line up. Oh, okay, gotta defeat them within 2 minutes, let's go. How do we... Okay, I think we gotta go around this way. I suppose a lot of shonen shows have their problem of their audience caring more about the fights and not who's fighting and why. Yeah, you're not wrong. I think that's part of the reason why I've grown largely to resent Dragon Ball Z to an extent. Like, I can never truly hate it, because it was probably my first anime that wasn't, like, super for little kids like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And yes, I know that Yu-Gi-Oh! In particular was not supposed to just be for little kids in the original Japanese, but I grew up with, and same with, so yeah, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Digimon, those were I think my first 3 animes, and again, not blah blah blah, I digress, but I just feel Dragon Ball Z had never had any real substance to it. It really was just, let's fight. And Bleach, I thought it was good at first, but even if there was always technically a reason for the fights, it's like, well, now this character exists just to fight the main characters and push them to their limits, just so they can show off new special attack. Oh, now this character randomly exists that's so strong that it's going to push their character to the limits just so they can show off their brand new finishing. Yeah, no, I think you were right on the money with that one. And again, it's also a shame, because, for example, I used to consider Naruto to be the peak example of a quality shonen anime, and in many ways it still kind of is, because it had great fights, but there was always logic and sense behind them, at least for a while. I don't feel it maintained that, like, especially when it was getting into the final arc at the Great War against Madara, because it just, at that point, it really just felt like Badara in particular was kind of like a little kid on the playground being like, "Nuh-uh, you didn't shoot me because, you know, I had this magical hooji-dooji that makes me immune to all forms of attacks that start with the letter W." I refuse to watch anime if shonen is the first thing I'm told is, or if fight scenes are what people tell me about it, so I won't watch Jujutsu Kaisen or Demon Slayer. I don't know what the first one you said is, but I know Demon Slayer just because there was so much Demon Slayer merch for sale at the anime convention that Abby and I go to this last year. Like, so many katana replicas. It was crazy. Yeah. It's like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy, you know, a pretty awesome mindless fight every once in a while. Like, I'd be lying if I said that I didn't occasionally pop on the Gaara versus Rock Lee fight from Naruto, just because it's fun to watch. But again, what makes it so good is there's meaning and context behind that fight. So if you were to just watch the fight without context, it might be fun, but you're not going to understand why it's really fun. It's just going to be, oh, well, that was just kind of visually interesting, you know? Or then another one of my favorite fights from Naruto was Naruto versus Pain. The thing is, if you watch the Naruto versus Pain fight without watching the entire show leading up to it, you don't understand why this fight is significant. Sure, it's visually impressive at times, so fans of animation might still get something out of it, but once again, it's like, if you do not know everything Naruto has struggled up to this point, it's just two guys punching it. Well, it's one guy punching 6 clones, basically. Yeah. Actually, another anime I kind of did like at first that also had a focus on fighting, I think, was Fairy Tail. But I don't know, maybe it was just Fairy Tail's story, but it lost me pretty quickly.
We took the shrines thanks to you, Master Mitsunari. This should have crushed all hope from Tamaki. I'm sorry for including you in this. People will start to look at you coldly if they see you alongside me.
Huh, I don't care. I'm accustomed to making enemies. There's no need to twist your face up like that.
Master Mitsunari, thank you. I'm happy to have found an ally like you.
Let's see, even though I know audiences can be dense, if the highest praise anyone can give me is about cool fights and badass people, that tells me there isn't anything interesting about the anime. Yeah, I can agree with that. Because just thinking about, it's like, I can think of specific praises for I can think of specific praises for Naruto that doesn't have to do with the action. I can't say the same thing for something like Bleach. I can say the characters are very compelling in Fairy Tail. It just, because the story was so meandering, it lost me. It couldn't keep my investment because I didn't really know what we were working towards, you know? And then again, I get that that's the point, that I think Fairy Tail is just supposed to, let's exist in this world rather than let's build to something. Even though I know it was building to something, it was just glacial.
What brought this on so sudden? Let me make this clear. I'm only fighting in order to get back home. There's no need to thank me. If you've got time to thank me, you should be spending it searching for this monument. Very well, Master Mitsunari, I will do just that.
Actually, speaking of shows that are just fighting, okay, I shouldn't say this because I don't know if this is true or not, but when we were at the anime convention in October, they often will have viewing rooms set up for people who they'll have viewing rooms, and then they'll be just showing different animes, usually based on the theme of the convention, just for people who's like, okay, let's see, I got involved in One Piece because the highest praise I saw from it was about good story and characters, so that gave me the drive to try, and now I'm fully hooked. It saved me. That's good to hear. But yeah, they'll have viewing rooms set up, and they'll be playing different animes in an attempt to try to be like, okay, let us show you an anime to see if you like it. Like, we'll show the first 2 episodes. And there was an anime playing called, or they were playing the anime Black Clover, and I'd heard a few things about that. I watched 1 episode, I'm like, oh, no, I'm going to hate this. Because based solely on the main character, I'm like, this sounds like it's just going to be a shit ton of fighting with a stupid protagonist. And it's like, I feel like a lot of shows are trying to recreate the Naruto formula, you know, a dense protagonist with a lot of action, but it's like, there was more to Naruto as a character than that.
Shiki said that the only people originally from this world can be under Yomi's control, which means we can trust all of the heroes, even the ones siding with our enemy. If we can meet with them and tell them the truth, they may choose to join us. That definitely sounds like worth a try. Capturing so many shrines is starting to restore the power of the spring. This has provided a clue about the location of the Monument of Dawn. However, Setsuna and his allies are at the location indicated by my sacred weapon. He must have set up camp to protect the nearby shrine. If that's the case, Yomi has already made the first move. I have no idea what made this happen then. Reaching the monument is going to be difficult indeed.
Oh, fear not, my dragon sword is a blade that cuts evil. There's nothing to fear from Yomi.
Master Hayabusa, bold and heartening words. Would you please come with me?
Of course, I will cut a path for you.
Okay, yeah, so we're now starting to get, we kind of missed it from a hero.
Apparently, they wish to join us.
First they want to talk to me in person, a bold suggestion, but I see no reason to decline.
It's an odd thought. Why did this hero choose me and not Maki as heir to the throne? Oh! Okay, so yeah.
I could be wrong, but I believe what happens here is, depending on which one I pick, can influence the way the story pans out. I'm actually going to be focusing on, like, routes like this routes like this, because they're saying, hey, oh, wait, what? What's this? Huh. I didn't know this quest was available. I am going to focus more on these ones of trying to get both sides to come together. Mostly because that's just the kind of person I am, but
like I said, I think, depending on... Oh, excuse me.
What I end up doing, that actually affects the outcome, or which ending we're going to get. So far, the story isn't really interesting to me. I'm having fun only because of your talking and making the voices really silly. No, I get that. This is by no means... This game's story is by no means deep. It is serviceable to facilitate the characters being here. And that's really it. But this is a game that is more about the gameplay. Like, you play it because it's fun. The story is more just, oh, it's interesting enough to give context in between the button mashing. Pardon me, but that yawn felt good.
Okay. There should be a hero here, but this is strange. I don't see anyone.
Reporting, the enemy forces have suddenly appeared behind us. They outnumber us multiple times over.
Damn. This is all a trap to lure us in. Hurry and call in our reinforcements.
Yes, Your Highness.
A reinforcement should be here soon. Shake off the enemy and move to meet with them. Making it out of here alive is a priority now. Leroy Jenkins?
And then again, the other problems with games like this is that it technically takes a long time for the story to get going, because the stories are so simplistic by design, they need to just pad things out with lots of levels to play, you know? Oh, hello.
そこの方、手助けをお願いできませんか。ならず者に大切な腕輪を取られてしまって。いました。あの男が腕輪泥棒です。
Where? I don't see the bandit on the map. What are you talking about?
申し遅れました。私は
Oh, there he is. Took a second.
錬金術師です。とはいえ、私は人形の体。
Gotcha.
錬金術は行いません。戦うには腕輪が必要なんです。
No. This character, I believe, is from the Alfier series. Don't know if I'm saying that right. Which is a series about alchemists or potion makers, or maybe both. So she's supposed to actually be I think she's supposed to be an artificial construct or a sentient doll, because like she said there, my doll body, or whatever.
Alright, given the fact that we're currently fighting yellow troops, I am willing to bet
Anything, we're gonna get ambushed by another army at some point. Because that's atypically what happens when yellow is the group you fight first. It's because, like, oh, well, this isn't as super duper serial of a threat as what comes next.
Or at least that's how it is in the other games.
Bandit Latar. Does that... Oh, yep, we get... I think...
腕輪を取り戻していただきありがとうございます。
Let's see.
では、私の力をお見せしましょう。
Yeah, sorry about... It really is just... I have not gotten a full night's sleep in weeks. And I'm on only, like, 4 hours of sleep. So, yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm just sleep deprived. Also, can I just say I really fucking hate this character's design.
錬金術の力
Again, it's not that it's super sexy. Like, that's not inherently the problem. It's the fact that the character looks like she's 12. Heck, I'd say she even looks younger. It's hard to tell what they were going for based on the game she's from, the art style. But yeah, I cannot stand that character's design. Ah, called it.
敵に追われているのですね。腕輪を取り戻してくれたお礼に力をお貸ししましょう。ここに来る前に兵器のようなものを見ました。うまく利用すれば戦力差を補えるかもしれません。私は兵器を動かす方法を探ります。あなた方は少しの間敵を食い止めてください。
Well, that captain just got completely obliterated. You know, I've always wanted to see a character like this guy who tries to do the whole, you know, pull his sword out. You know, after he swings, he immediately resheaths his sword and then pulls it out every time he swings. Miss and just stab himself in the hand. Okay. I believe I am satisfied with the crap we cleared out. Let us be on our merry way. Who invited you?
Take that, fascism.
Dude, what's with these battering ram things? Okay, I mean, they're blocking my way, but I can't hit them. So, what the actual is? What is you? Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Shiki's moving on, so... Excuse me. I might as well move to join him.
私の務め必ず果たしてみせます
Who invited you?
It's like, you're adorable. Like, you are absolutely adorable, Tamaki, but no one invited you. Let me see your ticket, and let me escort you from the building. Yes, I know you have a ticket. I'm confiscating it, and I'm escorting you from the building. Because I didn't expressly tell you you were allowed to buy a ticket. Ergo, you were not invited. What do you mean I shouldn't have put them up for sale to the public? No, I will not give you a refund.
Miss Plata? Would you, without your alchemy and knowledge, we surely would have failed. Would you lend me your aid in order to save the world?
I see. So that's what we're called here for.
I'm sorry for dragging you into this without your power, however. This world will surely end.
Very well. I will aideth you. We share the battlefield now. If you and this world are going to be wiped out, I would like to watch with popcorn. I mean, I can't just stand by and watch it happen.
Miss That, thank you so much. I know I'll be counting on you.
We got companions. We got more companions here. There were companions, guys. Friends for eternity, loyalty, honesty will stick together through thick or thin. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do this fight because I'm assuming that's gonna get us close enough to do the thing. Begin battle. To ghouls, all of your allies. Yeah, alright, I'll kill the bandit leader. Anyone else who want dead at the way, or can I just cut straight to the end and kill that one guy, you know? Challenge him to a mano-a-mano fight. What do you mean bandits have no sense of honor? Who do they think they are? Me? Bandit Lieutenant is advancing on Ryo Hayabusa. Yeah, well, Ryu Hayabusa is advancing on Yoo-Hoo.
測できない事態があるのか。
手強い敵であると認めます。
That sounds like a personal problem to me. You shouldn't have, you know, you should just be better.
気の利くやつだ。礼は言わせてもらう。
Oh, I got turned around. Let's see. I just now read your video description. Description. So, is the pain train for your enemies or for you doing a lot of repetitive things? Oh, trust me, the pain train is always for me. Because if I wasn't suffering somehow, the videos would not be funny. Because according to many constructive comments on our various streams throughout the years, Luke is the least funny part of the channel and should stop appearing in the videos because he brings absolutely nothing and his voices are annoying. Sure, if you say so. I just run towards the exclamation marks. I have like no decision-making skills of my own. So if there's no exclamation marks, then I'm honestly just a lost little wet puppy. Okay, sorry, just collecting my thoughts. And unfortunately, no, even though I've collected them, I don't have anything truly deep and insightful to add to the situation at hand. Yeah, I don't know how long the story mode is, since in the past I have spent a good amount of time, just grinding, better equipment and such. But yeah, if I were to like just sit down and do nothing but the story beats, which is what I'm going to actively try to do, I don't actually know how long this game is. I could be wrong, but I want to say the architecture that we're in right now is based on... Okay, this has gotta be Knights of Azure, actually, because this town looks straight out of the first Knights of Azure game. And yeah, I'm thinking I'm probably... Well, okay, I'm still on the fence if I want to just do Knights of Azure next, since that was the other game that this one was going up against in the poll, or if I want to do Super Mario RPG. Since I just got that game, and as it is the precursor to the Paper Mario games, I think it might be fun to do for the channel. Because I do plan on doing all the Paper Mario games for the channel, except for Sticker Star, due to the fact that A, I don't own that one, B, it's on a console I picked the wrong person to join us. What the fuck is wrong with me? Wait, no I didn't. Why did I get more... friendship to that guy? I didn't bring him. What's what I'm looking for? It's on a console I don't have the ability to stream Sticker Star on, and everything I hear about Sticker Star is it's not fun. And even though I actually I've heard it's like Color Splash but a lot worse, and since I only like Color Splash just okay, I don't really want to play a game that's supposed to be bad. Because, as I've said many times, I largely try to only stream games that I know I can beat for the channel. Because I don't like abandoning games partway through. I don't like leaving you guys hanging. Because I want to let you guys see... the game. And I mean, I do know there is a bit of a trade-off because I do rob you guys seeing my candid reaction to certain things. So I admit it is something I have debated on, you know, rectifying, but it's got to be a very specific game, because like the game Infinite Undiscovery I tried streaming, that was a horrible mistake, because that game had so many mechanics that I got stuck after 2 streams because I couldn't remember the mechanics due to the length in between my streams. So I guess it would just depend on the game. And anyway, I digress. Where is Tamaki's allies are? It seems that we are lucky and Tamaki isn't here. This is our chance to talk to them. Team organization. I'm actually surprised I'm allowed to bring Shiki here, because I thought this level description basically boiled down to, oh, well, because Shiki isn't here, we can sneak out and go talk to the other character's allies behind his back to try to bring about a peaceful resolution. But okay. I mean, this is going to let me keep raising Shiki's friendship with Rio, so I'm not going to complain. Proceed with care. What do you think this is? A stealth game? We are, in this game, we're hammers. Every problem is a nail. We are just going to keep bashing our head against it until the problem is solved. Yeah, I may have failed to ambush him, but yeah, he's kind of down for the count, so I think we're good. So one thing I do find kind of interesting about what's it called? The character selections. Well, no, that's a lie. Okay, I was about to say, Shiki, the characters exclusive to him are all from the Ninja Gaiden series. And I was about to say that the characters who are exclusive to Tamaki are exclusive to the Aether and the Toukiden series. But then I just realized that's technically not true, because I just got a character from the Aether series, and we've gotten several characters from the Toukiden series, so yeah, no, that's actually wrong. Because, like, and again, with Setsuna, he doesn't really have a lot of consistency in regards to his exclusive characters. Because I believe his exclusive characters, it's Arnis from Knights of Azure, and she's the only representation Knights of Azure. No, wait, there's 2 Knights of Azure characters in this game. Never mind. Although I think we can recruit the other Knights of Azure character. I think Arnis is the only exclusive one. We can recruit the main character from the Deception series. That she's exclusive to Setsuna, and I am 90% sure that Kasume from Dead or Alive is also exclusive to Setsuna. Hey, Muffin! Well, I mean, he is a ninja, so running Naruto style is keeping on brand, shall we say. Oh, I'm glad you could join us, Muffin. How you doing? You know, these failures keep the characters are talking for so long, and I'm just going, that any, failure or success I get, I'm not informed about it until, oh wait, the messenger's back here, so long after I've already done the thing that I genuinely, like, I don't know the causality of this, so this information bears absolutely no relevance to the situation at hand. How is your day going, Muffin? Run faster, bro. Run faster, bro. Bro. Use the Naruto run to the best of your abilities and channel thine speed. Oh, good, the messenger stopped. That was very kind of him. That's good to hear, Muffin. So, can I go in here now and just kill everybody? No. Odd. The totally expendable person that I fully, completely expected to get murdered has gotten murdered. Actually, do you know what's on my mind? Murder! Who wants to talk about murder? Hey, guess what? The word of the day is futile. As in, your futile existence has no meaning. Muffin, can you think of any other words that start with F? Oh, hi, Oka. Wait, is that it? We won? Wow, that was quick. I want life. I want love. I want to sing choirs of angels, sing in exaltation. I want a Santa made out of Easter chocolate. And I want the Easter bunny to fill up my Christmas stocking. I can't move. What is this strange technique?
I'm sorry for this rough treatment, but there's something I need you to hear, so I'm using my demonic powers on you. A demon, so you think I'll believe anything you say? That's your decision. Please just listen to what I have to say.
A monstrosity in the spring. Tamaki never mentioned such a thing.
She wouldn't. She doesn't know anything about any of this. I've told you everything. I'm going to release you now.
I can move again.
You see, you can either work for Shiki and us in order to save Tamaki, or decide that I'm lying, and forget all of this. You're free to choose for yourself. Cheerio!
That's really all you came to do? Very strange demon indeed.
Well then, let's see which way this goes. All we can do now is leave this to Locke. Hey Locke! How did it go?
Oh, that badly, huh? Oh, fuck. Alright, now, everybody, beautiful. Ooh, a beautiful woman. Let's just. Oh. Her. Okay. Oh, okay. So it seems that what I did, that quest didn't remove this one for Shiki. But I wonder if doing this other one will affect the story then. I don't know. I'm tempted to actually go off the beaten path just to see if I get, just to see what happens, But, yeah, let's recruit the character.
There are lots of monsters, but I don't see the hero. Let's start defeating these creatures and beginning the search.
Yep, we're good. Begin. Do not put the character who looks underage in the Escher girl pose. Fuck you guys. I hope you go straight to hell. You deserve every miserable thing you have coming your way. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I blocked that from my brain. The only people who should ever do the Escher girl pose is Starscream. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a picture I commissioned someone to draw just to annoy Abby. It was G1 Starscream in the sexy pose. Because she hates sexy Starscream so much. Actually, fun fact for those who don't know, the whole idea of streaming video games as a character, which I've been doing now with Edgelord, actually the original idea was I was thinking of streaming video games as sexy Starscream. But I'm kind of glad I went with Edgelord instead. Well, Edgelord's more of a character than sexy Starscream, really. Plus, I'm still really bad at this. I need to stop referring to Edgelord as a he. Edgelord is a they. Oh no, blue things. Yes, beware the blue. Ugh. You just know that those poses for Plachette as a body pillow, it shudders at the notion. No fucking kidding. Again, I don't have a problem with things like body pillows and whatnot. Like, full disclosure, Abby and I actually own a body pillow. I won't say of which character, as that's not relevant. But, I hate the fact that the character looks underaged. I don't mind sexy characters, I just hate the whole, oh, they just look like they're underaged, or something like Gurren Lagann, where the character who wears nothing but a bikini top, she looks like an adult, but she's only 14 years old. That I can't stand. I think this character is from Dead or Alive. I could be wrong, as I'm not super familiar with that series. It's just, the art style reminds me of Dead or Alive, and I vaguely remember her from, like, the briefest of brief glimpses I had into that franchise. Dear God, that's a schoolgirl that someone underage is very... Oh dear God, that's a schoolgirl. That is someone underage. I'm very concerned. No kidding. But yeah, I don't really know too much about that particular character, who she is, where she's from. Like I said, I think she could be from the Dead or Alive series, but not familiar enough with the Dead or Alive series to truly be able to comment on that particular one. Admiral Pooney. Pooney sounds familiar. The Poonies have got to be from something. Again, I don't know what. As I'm only casually familiar with most of the games, or most of the characters in these games that are featured in this game. I mean, I bought the game because Arnis from Knights of Azure was in it. And that is literally it. Like, no other reason. Like, I don't know Dead or Alive. I don't know Ninja Gaiden. No, I don't know... Yeah, and I wasn't familiar with Tokiden until after I played this game. Which I'm glad I did, because I rather liked Tokiden. It's not amazing. It's definitely a game that was made more with multiplayer in mind. But, you know, the offline story's okay. At least... Okay, if you ever check out Tokiden, I really recommend you check out the second game. Like, don't even bother with the first one. Because the first Tokiden game, it's kind of like God Eater in that you have your character, you pick a level, and then you fight monsters within a confined space. It's just, at least for me, the first Tokiden's gameplay wasn't engaging enough to keep me invested like the God Eater games are. But Tokuden 2, let's see. This was funny, but I have to dip. Catch you next time, and I hope you get some proper sleep. Oh, me too. I really need to get some proper sleep. But hey, thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by, Val. I'm glad you were able to catch the stream. See you next time. But Tokuden 2, on the other hand, is structured more like a Monster Hunter game, which, again, is also kind of funny considering I don't like Monster Hunter very much. Despite the fact that, I'll be the first to admit, I have somewhat considered taking Edgelord through Monster Hunter, because that game has customizable protagonists and all that jazz. But, Tokuden 2, it's a bit more open world. I mean, the level designs are very hallway-esque in order to facilitate the limited exploration, because it's not full-on, you know, open world like, say, something like Skyrim or whatnot, but it's still a lot more fun. Plus, Tokuden 2 had the really funny broken sword and shield combo. It's like, if you fight using the sword and shield in that game, it has, like, the shield has, like, a blade it can shoot out. So, you can go from fighting sword and shield to fighting with two weapons at once. Which, if you know me, my preferred fighting style is almost always two weapons. 'Cause, I mean, that's, what's it called? Well, it's not the fighting style Edgelord used. That was the fighting style that I used as the janitor, who was, you know, the Biomutant stream I did before I did Edgelord. Wait, what? What? Okay, why are there clones of the schoolgirl? I'm concerned. By like, oh, but I won. Okay. How come you have a body pillow, by the way? I'm just curious how you got it, but ain't gonna say obviously. Oh, no, I bought it off Etsy. It was something that Abby wanted because it was a character she really liked, and I got it for her. Just kind of letting her know that it's like, I don't feel, it's like, I was basically telling him, like, I don't mind if you want something like this. It's not going to cheapen our marriage any less if you've got a, you know, a pillow of a character you really like. And even then, it wasn't like an uber sexy body pillow. It was just a body pillow of this character, you know? I mean, okay, his shirt was open, but it wasn't like the super sexual body pillows, you know? I mean, it's part of the reason why Abby has actually let me buy a statue of one of the One Punch Man characters in a bathing suit, because, I mean, I really liked it. I really liked the character, and again, it was kind of our way of saying, yeah, we're not threatened by this sort of thing, because we know at the end of the day, we still love each other, and, you know, while we might find stuff like this kind of hot, we're here for each other, you know? Anyway,
My name is Shiki. Rumors of your deeds have brought me here.
I mean, heck, I've got so much Red Sonja merch as well. Like, artwork. I've got a Red Sonja statue that's hidden amongst my Transformers collection. So, yeah, we just have that sort of thing just because it's like, we're secure enough that we're not worried about the other person, you know?
Brave hero, please lend me your hand in order to save this world.
Like, save the world. I don't really understand all of this, but I really just want to get back home, like, quickly. My grandma has been, like, so worried, and I left Mr. Moo. Mr. Moo, you left Shamu behind. Oh, I missed that. I missed that motherfucker. Behind as well.
I'm sorry, I'm unable to return you to your home at the moment. But as soon as this world is saved, I promise to send you home. Please lend me your strength until that time.
Like, okay, I'll help you. Shiki, was it? I'm Hinoka. Nice to meet you.
Miss Hinoka, thank you so much.
Huh. You look as vacant. Yeah, okay, she's got to be from Dead or Alive if these two recognize. Well, okay, maybe she's from Ninja Gaiden. I don't know. Vacant as ever, Hinoka. Just make sure you not to hold us back. Ayana, I'm happy to see you. Don't worry, we've got this. Then again, I am inclined to say that she's from Dead or Alive, given that Kasume was a villain we fought. Or not a villain, just an antagonist we fought in this level, so... Again, let's see.
Reporting.
Oh! Okay, yeah, this is actually the character that I was talking about. That's another one from Knights of Azure. Yeah. Okay, I know that this isn't like a full 2-hour stream, which is what I usually try to shoot for, at least for my personal streams, mostly because my voice doesn't wear me out the way Edgelord does, but I am going to call it there just because my lack of sleep is making it difficult for me to focus, so yeah, I just want to say thank you for everyone who showed up. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Like I said, I don't know how long this game actually is. So, you know, we'll see how long it takes for us to actually beat this game. And, yeah. I'm not sure when, but I'll see you guys then. Oh, yeah, and if you want to join the Discord, there's a link in the description. There's a link to our Twitter account, which we only really use that to post when we're live streaming. Other than, yeah, if you want to stay in touch with us, I recommend joining the Discord. Well, yeah, I'll see you next time.